Today is part 2 of our 4-part G500 build series.
Build series coming up. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Joe.
And I'm Amber, and we're
the RC Kiwis. On this channel we do everything from bashing, crawling, speedruns, unboxing reviews and much more.
So if you're new here, consider subscribing. That way you won't miss out on any of our future RC adventures.
And in today's adventure, it is part 2 of our 4-part build series. In part 1, Amber built up the axles. In part 2, she's going to build up the chassis, put the wheels on, the shocks on and the electrics. In part 3, she'll be customizing the body, giving it a cool paint job. And in part 4, the final part of this build series, we'll be taking it out for its first run and give you our full review of this G500.
Guys, don't panic if you missed part 1. You can watch it right now before you watch this one. We'll put a link in the YouTube card and we'll put a link in the description down below.
Now before Amber jumps into the build, the electric she's going to be using today is the Hobbywing Crawler brushed 80 amp ESC, and she's gone with FlySky Noble transmitter and receiver. Now this transmitter is our favorite that we own. It's a pretty reasonable price. We made a video on it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it afterwards. We'll leave a link to the video of this remote controller and links to all these products down below if you're interested.
Right guys, follow along with me, and remember there's going to be a lot of carts, so pause along the way. Follow along with the instruction manual and make good use of the scale provided. Pay close attention to your shock towers and make sure they're in the correct orientation. Unfortunately, I was missing one shock tower from the pack, but we'll talk about that later. Pay close attention here when reading your instruction manual, when you're attaching the motor to the motor mount. Check it's smooth. If not, the gear mesh may be too tight. Congratulations, you've completed part 2 of this 4-part build series.
Well, I gotta say, I am very impressed with how Amber's going with this build. She's doing a great job. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button for her. It really will put a huge smile on her face. Now we're gonna go over a few points that we discovered in today's build, starting with point 1, and that is that we're missing a part. Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, we are missing one of the shock towers there. It wasn't in the bag, it was nowhere to be seen. So we did reach out to Make a Fire, the company that did send us this truck, and they got back to us right away and said, guys, we're gonna send you out that part right after Chinese New Year. So hopefully we'll have it in time for part 3 of this build.
Number 2, Joe insisted on putting some oil into one of the shocks, and that was not a good idea. Don't do it, it will just leak everywhere.
And point 3 is that pinion, be careful, the metal was a little bit soft. When Amber screwed in that grub screw, she did actually strip away a little bit of the pinion itself. And then we put a little bit of Loctite on there, and it got in there. Hopefully that will hold it in place when we take it out for its first run. But just be aware of that when you're screwing that grub screw into the pinion.
And don't forget about the 2 giveaways that we're running at the moment. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, we'll leave some links in the description down below with more information. We'll also be announcing the winner of the A-Main Hobbies vouchers on our Instagram page on the 28th of February.
You guys have been asking us in the comments, Joe, Amber, do you have any merch? Well, very soon we will. We're going to be launching our website, www.therckiwis.com, where we're going to have all kinds of merch with t-shirts, hoodies, socks, fanny packs, stickers. You don't want to miss it. That website's going to be launched on the 1st of March. We're going to have some launch sales, so put it on your calendar so you don't miss out.
Now, in order to not miss out on part 3 where I give this car a paint job and an epic makeover, make sure you go ahead and you hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a like anyway. Make sure you're staying safe out there on your RC adventures.
And remember guys, we're the RC Kiwis, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.